Let's go with screen 2 today with the, switch it to the Logitech Brio over here. That's a good picture. All right. Anyway, it's my birthday today. It's always, it kind of stinks to have a birthday on a Tuesday. It's 6 o'clock at night here. I just got done with my last meeting, and I just realized I didn't do a video yet this week, and so I better crank one out. I I did celebrate last weekend, Saturday. I'm kind of still recovering, so I think I'm okay. My oldest son Jake is home from the Army for 10 days. It was kind of a housewarming party, a holiday party, and so. Yeah, it didn't end until about 3 a.m. So it was, Sunday was rough. So I'm good. I'm good with that going out on a Tuesday. What I did want to talk about was one of the coolest things that we've released in a very long time. I think it's cool. I think it's super cool. I have 2 participants in here. I think this is dirty. I think it's a little dirty here. Let me wipe that off. Is that any better? A little better? I got the Mac on the left here and Mac on the front of me, but I'm using my Zoom and Air account. I just wanted to show you one of the coolest things. I really think it's the coolest thing. I'm going to use it all the time now. You ever been in a meeting? Ever been in a meeting where someone is controlling the slide deck and you're like, okay, hey, next slide, please. And they're like, okay, yeah. You're like Susie in HR. You're like, hey, next slide, please. And she's in charge of the slide deck, and you're in your groove and you're talking and you're like, hey, next slide, please. And then she's not paying attention because she's chatting with somebody and you're waiting for Susie to advance the slide. And again, next slide, please, like over and over and over and over again. Ever been there? Ever been in an environment where the organizer controls the deck and you wish you could take control of the deck? I bet you can't guess what I'm about to talk about. Slide control is now a real thing inside of Zoom. You can now be an organizer or a host of a meeting and give control of the deck to one of the participants. What, you say? That's impossible. I'll show you how it's done. Share screen. We're going to go to share screen right here if I can find my mouse. Share screen. Watch this. We're going to share a PowerPoint slide. Watch what? Well, first of all, I just went to a lot smaller video because I'm about to present something. But look what just appeared on my meetings toolbar. Do you see that on the right side? If you don't see it, I'm going to show you with the Logitech. I'm on a Logitech kick today. Logitech Spotlight. Slide control. We now have slide control built into the fabric of Zoom meetings. No longer do you have to say, next slide, please. You just give control of it to whoever's presenting on their slide deck, and they can control it from their computer. Watch this. It says participants can only see slide controls when you are in presentation mode. So if you're doing a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, which I'm going to do right here, presentation mode, if you don't know, is right here. This is going to go presentation mode. What that just did was increase the size of the screen, right? Took all of my desktop and utilized it for real estate. I am now going to give control to the computer over here. Assign slide control privileges to the admin over here. That's my other computer. That's me right here. I'm going to give them slide control. Now, MOD administrator, just pretend I'm an MOD administrator over here. I'm like, hey, everybody, I'm over here at this side of the room, and I'm going to give a presentation. I want to control it. Now, I have the ability. Look, I'm not even going to, with my left hand, because my right hand's on my mouse over here, you can see that I'm moving it with my left hand. Watch this. I can control the slide from the MOD administrator's computer, even though the slide's being hosted on my computer. What? No more advance the slide for me. No more of that. By the way, the cheesiest transition in PowerPoint, the open curtain transition. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, MOD administrator can go back and forth, and we're close to the curtains because he can control the slide deck. Is that the coolest feature you've seen in a very, very long time? You're thinking to myself, I don't know, Patrick, that open transition of curtains is pretty cool in PowerPoint. And it is, I agree. But not as cool as the slide control in Zoom. All right, hope that was helpful. God, I love that. That is the coolest thing.